You ready then?
Yep. So we have our record radiator. We're a week later than it was just a moment ago on the film, but it's done, it looks good. So we're going to get it back in and hopefully have cool running temps forevermore.
Yeah, hopefully no more leaking radiators.
Yeah, hopefully this one doesn't leak. Otherwise, I give up.
Duct tape will help. I think hard workers deserve chocolate and coffee. Hey.
Oh, thank you.
It's alright. I am nice
Last
sometimes. What are you doing?
Old glow plugs. Got some new ones to go in, so I think a couple of them are not working. But these are 6-volt ones on this car, and I found out the hard way. I bought new ones, but they had sent 12-volt ones, and they wouldn't start, and it took me a while to figure out why, but that was why. And then here, you got shiny new ones.
Ooh. Show it to me. Nice. Oh, why is it leaking?
I don't know.
Is that overflow or something?
What's the tap?
So tell me what happened then.
Lemon tap was leaking on the radiator, so...
I did hear a few swear words.
Well, yeah, because I've been doing this all week, because the new one I ordered, lemon had a crack in it and it leaked, so I had to send that back and get a refund, and then I've got a recall on this new radiator. And the tap was leaking, so, but it used a bit of plumber's tape and it seems to have stopped. Hello?
She's alive!
Alive! Finally! This is the new bonnet. It's going to go on because it has an intercooler but it has no bonnet scoop, so there is one with a bonnet scoop which will sort that problem. I'm just working on this rear door at the moment, trying to get rid of some of the rust because this is a new rear door. It's going to replace the rusty one on the back. And this is where all the fun is happening today. There's my pile of stuff that's come out of the back, and as you can see, just having a good look, an inspection, see what the floor's like, and get this ready so that the drawer system can go in. So clean it all up, get rid of any rust, give it a paint, and yeah, that'll be ready to do the fit out in the back. And as you can see, the floor is actually nice and solid. There's only this sort of surface rust around here, which can easily be cleaned up and painted over, so I'm pretty happy with that. And I'm just gonna strip some more out the interior. I'm gonna get rid of the rear fan heater, strip these sides, and so we can inspect in there and just make it easier to clean up with the wire wheel. And yeah, whilst we're here, look at this. So I don't know if you remember how dirty the wheels were. I gave them a good polish. Look, proper chrome again. So just took some of that Auto Bright metal polish and they came up really nice, so that's good. I'm happy with that. The new radiator is now in and that is working really well. I ended up going for a recore on the original because the originals are so well made. It has steel edging and everything instead of plastic, and yeah, that seems to be doing a fine job. Temperature is not moving an inch, so that's stripped and cleaned briefly. Next job will be to scrape away all this loose rust with the wire wheel and then prime it and paint it, ready for the drawer systems. So I'm going to replace this door with one of the ones I got from the breakers. As you can see here, this door has seen way better days. It's rusted all the way through. So along with the bonnet, I managed to pick up this replacement rear door. As you can see here, I've prepared it for paint already. And it was a two-tone silver and blue door. So for now, because paintwork's not all that great anyway, we'll probably get something done later down the line, but just to try and match things in somewhat, I'm gonna paint the blue part white and leave the top silver and leave the replacement bonnet silver, and just run with that look for the moment. I know it won't be the best, but kind of like the tatty look anyway, so have kind of tatty bodywork but top-notch clean accessories, wheels, tires, roof racks, and kind of run that sort of two-tone new and old look, and see how we like that for now. And maybe we'll think about getting a full respray done at some point later down the line. We'll see. So as you can see, I've already used the wire wheel to abrase the surface of the door, but I had this rusty patch that I need to do something about, so I'm going to use some filler to fill in the holes, sand that down again, and then just give it a bit of primer, some red oxide primer on the bare bits, and try and paint it white. Let's see what happens. Right, so now I have filled the holes on the rusty patch and sanded it back down, wiped everything over with white spirit, and I think we're ready to start painting. Couple of coats of red oxide primer on, let that dry in, and then we'll go for the white. So that's the lower part of the door painted now. Just got to get it on there. Right, so now I'm going to try and take this bumper off, or at least drop it down on one side, because there's a patch of rust just behind it on there that I also want to deal with whilst we're taking back this surface inside, and get a bit of paint just to protect it again. Yeah. Yeah, so this was the bit of rust I was talking about. I'm going to grind that back out to shiny metal again, and then prime it and paint it, and that should be that sorted. Might as well have a clean up here as well whilst I'm here. It never ends. Right, so I have grinded as much of the rust out as I think will be okay. The overall floor is not too bad, it's a bit dirty, but I've cleaned it up best I can. Grinded any rusty patches out, and we'll give it a coat of rust converter on any last bits of rust, and then red oxide and a white top coat. So now I've just gone and used a rust converter on any pitted areas just to seal in any last bits of rust that were there before painting. That's what the purple-ish colour is before it dries, and then it goes black. Using red oxide paint on any of the bare patches that I've created from the wire wheel, just to give that a good prime, and the red oxide also protects a bit from rust, so it's a good base coat on bare metal or pitted metal that has little bits of rust in, then it just it helps with that. Time for the top coat. I have a matte white, that should do the job. Right, so I've done a few coats of white on the top there. It doesn't have to be the best looking job because this is all going to be covered up anyway, what with the drawer systems and things that are going to be going in. So I just wanted it to be solid and sound, get rid of the rust and give it a protective coating, and that's that, it's done.